Hello my strong friends, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. You guys have been loving the Train Like a Pro series where I try a workout from a professional athlete. Sometimes I try to do exactly what they do. Like last time we did Lindsey Vonn and I got on skis, which was insane. So it's impossible for me to train like a pro every week. So I wanted to start training like a FITSPO.
Is that how FITSPOs train?
No, I feel like if they went to the club. Anyway, today we're gonna train like Whitney Simmons. She is my personal favorite FITSPO. She's my favorite FITSPO, but Whitney Simmons and I have very different goals. I'm a powerlifter. I train to be good at powerlifting. Whitney Simmons is my FITSpiration. She's in the gym, working hard, looking amazing. She's hilarious. She makes YouTubes about it. If you haven't seen her YouTube channel or Instagram, make sure you go subscribe and follow to both of them. I feel like she trains really smart. She's always doing cool movements in the gym, and I wanted to try one of her hot fire flames workouts. So that's what we're doing today. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a workout with Meg or Whit. Subscribe to her too. And if you like this video, like this video. Till next time, I'll see you next time. Just kidding, the video hasn't started yet. Okay, we're just gonna get into it.
How many coffees have you had today?
I'm just trying to get pumped. Okay, for the first movement, Whitney has us doing a sumo squat to a step up. This is something that I wouldn't do. I'd probably have these two movements separate, but that's what we're doing in this video. So what we're gonna do is have the bar loaded, or a standard back squat. We're gonna squat and then we're gonna step up on a box. Now, I'm 5'3", Whitney, I believe, because I know everything about her, is like 5'6", 5'7". I hope I'm right there. Her box is a little bit taller, but I'm gonna recommend, if you're gonna try this, to get your box a little bit shorter if this is something new to you, because what you wanna do is when we get to that movement, we want to place all of our weight into our leg on the box. Place your weight into it and then step up. You want to try to avoid pushing yourself up from this free leg back here. So to activate your leg on the box, you want to lean into it, all your weight's on here, and then push up with minimal or no support from this leg, okay? That's where we're gonna keep the box low. If you need to scale down, you can use the lower box, or you can just hold a dumbbell here in like a front rack, or dumbbells on the side. We're gonna use the barbell because I'm trying to be like Whitney Simmons, and I'm gonna do what she did. She did walk out of a rack, so I'm gonna have to clean and press this overhead. So bear with your girl. Don't do this, but we got limited equipment. That's it, right? I'm gonna need you to take this bar off my back though.
For real?
I can't lift it up, I'm fucking gassed. Okay, first impressions of that one. Cool, I think it was fun. I would probably, I might do that again, but I would probably, instead of loading the bar on my back, I'd probably try the dumbbell variation and just use it as like an accessory. For me, it's gonna take a lot more weight than that, even with that amount of reps, to like pre-exhaust my squat. So I wasn't really feeling the burn on the squat portion, whereas I'm not really that great with box step-ups. So if you're a really efficient squatter or a power lifter watching this, maybe you do want to try this as something where you front load a kettlebell. I think that could be a better variation with this, because then you're working more on loading your core and keeping that front rack. I think that might be a more beneficial exercise. But yeah, overall it's fun. I think it's like a nice little twist on a back squat, especially if you're looking to like get out of breath, which I definitely 100% was out of breath. Okay, for our next exercise, I think this is my favorite. She does have this programmed as a superset, but the first one is my absolute favorite that she uses because it's very similar to a Kang squat, which is even like not really that well known among weightlifters, but weightlifters do use it. So the idea of a Kang squat is that you push your hips back and get almost in a good morning position and then get into a squat position. And usually for a Kang squat, you then reverse that movement. But here, Whitney's variation, she's hitting a straight leg deadlift, so similar to that first movement of a Kang squat, and then getting into a squat position. Instead of reversing that, she's just going straight up. So it is really nice too, if you have a hard time hitting your hamstrings in the squat too, it's a nice cue to push your hips back, get into that like good morning position, and then get down to your squat. She goes straight up.
Your gaze a little more neutral.
That's what she does. Her gaze is neutral. My biggest weakness, my head's all over the place.
A little more hips back on the better.
You think Whitney knew she was doing like the most hipster weightlifting exercise? Okay, 10 of those bad boys, and then we're going straight supersetting this into some single leg RDLs. So she's actually holding one dumbbell on one side. I'm gonna put a twist on it because my balance 100% is not as good as hers. So I find that when you use two, when you're weighted on both hands, it might be a little bit better for your balance. So I'm gonna do my single leg RDLs, and I'm also gonna show you guys a variation if you're like me and have some balance problems. So you can do it single leg, float your back leg in the air, or you can put this leg down and still get your hamstring stretch in your front foot, but you've got that back leg down, placing most of the weight or all of your weight into your front foot. Same exercise, a little bit better. You're just getting started.
And she does 10 and 10 as part of the same superset?
Right, yeah.
Wow.
So she's doing 10 on each side and then rest a little bit because you know I'm going to need some rest. Rest a little bit and then right back into those Kang squats.
All right, get back to it.
100%. My hamstrings are burning. My low back though, it's on fire.
How are your glutes?
My glutes, I'm not feeling too much glute fire yet. No glute hot fire flames yet.
Yet. You're one round in.
Neutral neck. Do it like Whitney, bitch.
Nice.
It's Whitney, bitch. Okay guys, we're here on the leg press, which I'm so happy that she included this so I could feel a little bit at home in this workout. So leg press, Whitney's gonna take us through 10 reps wide stance and then 10 reps in a frog stance. So our heels are gonna touch and our toes are gonna be pointed out. She directs us to make sure that when we're in the frog stance to have your feet up a little bit higher on the leg press. So I'm gonna do the same weight she did because I'm as strong as Whitney Simmons. Yes, said it. Okay, this is the burnout set. So we're burning it out. It took me about 20 minutes to figure out how to curtsy lunge because it's literally something I've never done before in my life.
It wasn't so bad.
It wasn't so bad. It took me a little while. So bear with me on my curtsy lunges here. Now, as we go throughout her training program for the day, the intensity of the weight is starting to lower. So that's a good thing because usually you're starting to get a little tired. You don't want to be loading a bunch of weight when you're gassed, like I am right now. So we're gonna superset this curtsy lunge into some...
It was alternating squat, curtsy, lunge.
Ah, yes, alternating squat, curtsy lunge. That's why it took me so long to figure it out. And then we're gonna go into some hip thrusts. So we'll do single leg hip thrusts, regular hip thrusts, not weighted here, and then back to single leg hip thrusts. Okay, burnout. Okay, we're gonna hold the weight in the front rack here. Coordination, stay with me.
Good job.
Oh, good. Okay. I don't know how many reps I did there, but I think it was enough. Okay. First, we're gonna start with a single leg hip thrust. So we're gonna place our weight into the foot here. Put your weight and press up to your right foot here. And then we're gonna have this leg floating out. When we hip thrust up, this knee is gonna come towards us. Keep your hands down to your sides, and let's go. My glutes are burning. We're gonna do double hip thrust. Both legs. This butt cheek is about to fall off right now. I need to give it a rest.
Come on, get through it.
Ten. All right, switch to the other leg. The left one.
Nice. Almost there.
Good Lord. Okay, this one, luckily we only do 2 rounds of. But remember when I was first round, I only had this leg on. So second round, we're gonna switch over this side. Oh God, okay. Mirror my coordination skills, please God. My booty. I feel it.
Is it working?
Now I know why these FITSPO girls do all this stuff. Is my butt getting bigger? It better. The way this shit feels. Whitney Simmons got me sweating over here. I'm not gonna lie. I was out of breath on the first exercise. Okay, good Lord.
Burnout done.
I'm burnt out, child.
Can you confirm if a glute pump is a real thing now?
That shit ain't real. Marie Wold always come back to this. I'm like, okay, if a glute pump is real, girl, measure it. I want a mathematical proof. Okay, I'm finished with the workout, and overall, I gotta say, I rate it very good. I don't know what number I would rate it, but I have a lot of things that I really do love about this day of training. Some things that maybe I would change, like the first initial movement that we did with the squat into the step-ups. I would probably just personally break those 2 up to simplify it for myself. or make it so that the bar wasn't loaded on my back, but maybe in a front load. So I already mentioned that, but overall, I feel like it's a great workout if you're looking to target your hamstrings, quads, and glutes, especially emphasis on the glutes. Now that could be because I may neglect my glutes because I'm so focused in the big 3 movements that maybe I could benefit from incorporating some things that you see in this workout. So I'm learning from my girl Whitney. I'm gonna start incorporating some things. I would say if you are familiar with watching my workouts, most of the movements are something that I would incorporate like after heavy squats. This is what like my variations and accessory movements already look like. So like I said, we have 2 different goals, but there's a lot of overlap there. Now, I feel like Whitney, for all of her videos and all of her Instagram videos, she makes things really fun, easy to understand, and she's incorporating movements that work for the masses. There's a million people paying attention to her, and I love what she's doing, just teaching people good, solid movements in promoting training with barbells, promoting training with weights. If you are gonna run a day like this, if you're just getting started, I think it's fine to go in and just try these movements, either weighted or not weighted, and just call it a day. But if you're really looking to build muscle or gain some strength, make sure that you're utilizing some sort of progression. And so what I mean by that, since this program is, or this day of training is so high volume, it might be hard to just add reps on, but you wanna make sure next week or the week after, if you keep doing this day of training, that you're adding more weight to your movements that you're doing. So just make sure that you have a progression. That is if your goal is to build some muscle in a specific area, if you're looking to gain some booty gains, which I know maybe some of you who haven't seen me before are looking for, have goals like that. If you're looking to gain muscle in certain areas, make sure that you're consistently adding weight and progressively overloading the movements that you're using. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and if you have any other ideas on FITSPOs that you love, like the love that I share for your girl Whitney Simmons, make sure to comment them down below so I can try their workouts. If you have a specific workout that you like from them, or is their signature, make sure to provide me a link so I can check it out, and maybe your suggestion will be seen in the next Train Like a FITSPO.
We're gonna do Train Like Meg Squats peaking program. We're gonna have 16 working sets of deadlifts.
Hey, if we can convince Whitney Simmons to do 10 by 3 sumo deadlifts, my day would be made. But like I said, that would be the only change to what she's already doing really. If she were to try my program, it would just be front loaded, some higher intensity, strength focus. So she should probably just do like a lot more volume and just like the squat or the bench or the deadlift. Overall, there's not much different. I train like a FITSPO. All right, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure that you do that in the button that's like somewhere around here. And if you like this video and you want to see more Train Like a FITSPO, like this video. And until next time, I'll see you next time. Train like a jazzercise.
Yeah, that's good. Those are like your Zumba moves.
Oh, I love Zumba. This is a Zumba move. I think.